Good morning, it is currently 5:42 in the morning and I'm on a class 720 heading to Cambridge North for a very specific reason, because there is one train a day at about 7 AM that goes to a very specific station in Cambridgeshire that just might be one of the most least used in the country. If you haven't already figured it out, we're going to Shippea. So first of all, this train did not need 10 carriages on it. There is no one here. There is not a single other person in at least the next 3 carriages from here. This seems a bit excessive. But yeah, just to explain a bit what we're doing today, not just going to Shippea, I have bought myself a Anglia Plus Day Ranger, which gives me freedom of travel all through Cambridgeshire, Suffolk, Norfolk. So we're going to do Shippea, and we're going to do Berney Arms as well, because who doesn't have a bit of Berney Arms? Also, there's a couple other little stations, Harling Road and Eccles Road also get under 1,000 passengers a year, which will take off. And other than that, basically just explore some of the lines around Suffolk and ride some stadler FLIRTs, which are some of the best trains in the country, so you can't really complain. What are we going through now? It is too dark to see. Anyways, so on a train right now, heading towards Cambridge North. I will update you when we get there, and yeah, it should be fun. Alright, enjoy it.
Welcome to this service for Cambridge North. We will be calling at Stansted Mountfitchet, Elsenham, Newport, Audley End, Great Chesterford, Whittlesford Parkway, Shelford, Cambridge, and Cambridge North. Audley End.
So, we have just departed from Cambridge and we are expecting to Cambridge North in about 5 minutes time. We've got about 20 minutes before we get the 7:25 heading towards Norwich, and that is going to be the only train per day that stops at Shippea. So, yeah, I'll update you once we get to Cambridge North. It is 7 in the morning. Finally got our first hint of sun. I've been on this train for an hour and a half. That's a reassuring sight to see. Alright, so we have made it to Cambridge North. Opened in May 2017, so one of the newest stations on the National Rail network. Looking very fresh. And that journey was long, but hey, it's about a 25-minute wait now for our train to Norwich. Well, great, onto the platforms, and it is 2 degrees. That was a pleasant journey, although adventurers with the seats all the way to Cambridge from London is quite extreme. Anyway, we have made it. Love it. So, this is the outside of Cambridge North Station, all looking very fresh and nice, only opened recently. Lovely modern area. Quick update, our Shippea train is 5 minutes delayed, which creates an issue because I planned to have a 7-minute connection at Norwich, which we may now miss, but I do have a plan B which involves ticking off another really least used station as well, which would be Buckingham, which we wouldn't do otherwise, but we'll have to see how it goes. Anyway, Cambridge North. Alright, just as we wait, we have the 7:17 to Ely going out, 387108, and we'll see what's on the rear. And the second unit is 387303. Lovely. Also, quick update while we're here, there has been an animal hit by a train at Bishop Stortford, so if I'd got one train later, which is the one I intentionally planned to get here, there would have been problems. Yeah, the delayed service to Norwich as well, not looking any better, so I will miss the connection. But it's fine, I've got a day rate and I can basically make this up as we go along. Just as long as we get Shippea Hill done, which we will do, as long as it doesn't get cancelled. Fingers crossed. Alright, I'll do you in a minute. Well, it is delayed, but it's here. Much to my relief, because Shippea Hill, Harling Road, Eccles Road, get very limited service. Here is 387-103 going to Royston because engineering works are blocking it from going to St Pancras. Not St Pancras, King's Cross. I'm tired. But that is besides the point, because here is our oh, sorry. Here is our stadler FLIRT. The one train a day to Shippea Hill. Let's do it. Let's not miss it. Lovely. So update, we have just left Ely. Here is the branch that goes off to King's Lynn. The next station will be, and I'm very happy to say this, Shippea Hill. I believe this is the branch that goes off to King's Lynn and the other branch is going to Peterborough. Anyway, we'll be there in about 5 minutes. That gets one train a week. Got less passengers than in the last statistics. Teesside Airport doesn't really count. It's the services have pretty much stopped. This has been on my bucket list for a very long time. There's no better way to do it than on, quite frankly, beautiful morning on a fantastic Class 755. It doesn't get much better than this on UK Rail. It really doesn't. I don't know what it is, but there's something niche about ticking off all these least used stations. That is so appealing. There was a statistic, I think back in 2015, in which it got 12 passengers in 1 year. The real question is, does anyone get on or off? There is not that many people on this train, so I doubt anyone gets off. But is someone there? That would be very interesting to see. Oh my god. Here we are, Shippea Hill Station. Cambridgeshire, least used station in Cambridgeshire and second least used station in Britain. I woke up at 4 AM for this. And onto the platform. I mean, this doesn't work. It looks... There's a car park. Is anyone getting on or off Shippea Hill?
Welcome to the service for Norwich. The next stop will be Brandon.
Shippea Hill Station. Second least used in Britain. There we go. Now here comes almost the most satisfying part. I have a map here of all the stations that I've visited. And now, after so long, the one train a day, Shippea Hill, ticked off. Let's go. Here is Lakenheath, only gets 9 trains a day and only on Saturday, only on Sundays, so no trains Monday to Saturday, hence why we can't tick it off today. One for the bucket list in the future, but there is another one of the least used stations on that line, that's Lakenheath, next stop Brandon. So if I forgot to clarify what the rest of the day looks like, I've got the Anglia plus Day Ranger, just going to tick off a bunch of lines around Norfolk and Suffolk, do Berney Arms later on, Harling Road, Eccles Road on this line, coming into Brandon now. Getting this straight to Norwich. I don't have a set itinerary of trains apart from the Berney Arms one, which I need. So I'll try to maybe do Felixstowe as well, lower Stoft lines. But we'll see how it goes. This is Brandon. Substantially short platform, Jesus. Staggered as well. Here we are. Alright, so the next stop on this service is going to be Harling Road, which also got less than 1,000 passengers last year. I believe, off the top of my head, it's somewhere in the realm of 950 to 1,000. I think it's about 978, although do not quote me on that, I'm probably wrong. Again, very limited train service. It does advertise on National Rail that East Midlands Railway serve this station, although I have not been able to find a case of an East Midlands Railway service stopping here. If anyone is aware of such services, please let me know, very much appreciated. But yeah, next station stop, which seems to be coming into a couple minutes, will be Harling Road. As you can see, the same case as with Shippea Hill, there is absolutely nothing here. Doesn't seem to be a town, or it's just fields. I mean, I love East Anglia, but they seem to have built a lot of stations in quite odd places. Oh, there is a farm behind me, but that does seem to be the extent of civilization here at Harling Road. Not sure of the platforms. Okay, so no one got on or off at Shippea Hill, whereas here at Harling Road, let's see. Anyone?
Welcome to this service for
Someone got off.
Norwich.
Someone
The
got
next
off.
stop will be Eccles Road.
One person. Harling Road tick. The next stop will be Eccles Road, which also gets a very limited service and a very limited number of passengers. Okay, so we are now arriving into Eccles Road. Eccles Road did pass the 1,000 passenger mark last statistics, but it was not much more than that at all. It was like about 1,060, around that sort of range. Again, do not quote me on that, I may be wrong. That's just from memory. That is a very odd place for a car. Actually, there does seem to be civilization here. Village of Eccles Road. Oh, I take that back, that is like 2 houses. They do announce that we are now approaching announcements really quite early here, because I do find myself standing around a little bit waiting to come into the station. But here is Eccles Road. Alright, so we have made it to Eccles Road. Anyone getting on or off? I doubt it, but we can hope.
Welcome to this service for Norwich. The next stop will be Attleborough.
Eccles Road, another very limited use station. Tick. So, slight change of plans. It seems that we're not going to be able to catch the connection I was going to make at Norwich, which would have taken me to Lowestoft, and I was going to tick off that branch first before Berney Arms. Instead, I'm going to hang around Norwich for a bit. Maybe let's go see Carrow Road Stadium, have a little bit of explore, then come and get the train which will stop at Buckenham, which is another very, very least used station, and we'll tick that one off, and then we'll go out and change at Reading, and get the train to Berney Arms and Great Yarmouth, and we'll work it out from there. Alright, I'll update you when we get to Norwich. Okay, so we are now arriving into Norwich, and it seems we made up a bit of time, so we could still, theoretically, get the Lowestoft train. which put me back onto plan A, and that's leaving from platform 6. Then we're coming in on 5, so we'll have to see. This should be fun. That's actually really convenient. There it is, right there. I would assume they're going to hold it. Oh, that's so convenient. That puts us straight back on plan A, and not much time spent in Norwich at all. We were going to come back and explore some Norwich later. We have time for that.
Norwich.
That's the other point. But come on. Yep. And we've made it. Just about. Let's go to Lowestoft. Right, so now we have left Norwich and we are on the Wherry lines towards Lowestoft. This train is a fast service to Lowestoft, so we'll only be calling at Alton, Broad North and Lowestoft. However, that is fine because the reverse service back into Norwich will be calling at all the intermediate stops and therefore ticking them off, apart from Buckingham, which is a shame, but again, we're going to have to do Sheringham Branch another day, Spooner Row, Lakenheath another day as well. Diss. I'm not planning on doing the line between Ipswich and Norwich via Diss. So there's definitely scope for another trip up to Norfolk at some point, so plenty still to do, but hoping to tick off plenty more lines today. Let's see how it goes. I thought here, while I mention it, is what's unique about all these stadler FLIRTs is we got all the engines sort of under the floor through this little corridor here. Very noisy, but here's the upside of that. It's very, very quiet. This is a diesel train. And it's silent. Innovation of technology. Right, so this is Alton Broad North, right at the penultimate stop on the Wherry lines. We've been reversing at Lowestoft and head back up, stopping at all the little stations, and then on to Berney Arms.
You wouldn't think it takes so long to be to where you are then.
The whole world will come to a halt when that stops. That Wi-Fi.
Okay, so we have now made it to Lowestoft. We will come back as far as Alton Broad North later, at some point. Yet, for now, just this was mainly just to pass some time. Because we can't do Sheringham before we do the Berney Arms train, which are very rare, so we need to get that at 11:34 from Norwich. This is our train, platform 3. We will take that back to Norwich. That will be stopping at stations like Haddiscoe, Somerton, and Reedham, and I will update you in a minute. There's something quite nice about being on all these seaside towns with tiny little cute stations. I know Lowestoft has been rated as one of the worst seaside towns in Britain, but that is besides the point. It's a nice enough station. 755412. We're going to go back to Norwich. Lovely. It's your 75542 coming from Ipswich. And there it goes. That will be forming the 1008, I believe, to Ipswich. Alright, so slight change of plan. Instead of going back to Norwich, I thought let's change it Cantley and catch the Berney trains from here. We'll come back and do Brundle Gardens on the way back from Great Yarmouth. And let's just explore one of the villages of Norfolk. We've had a lovely staff on this train. Very grateful. So this is Cantley. Pretty nice station, to be fair. Got a nice little garden going. There we are. And out goes 755 412. The tone. Love it. Alright, so Cantley. So first of all, let me provide my reasoning why I've got out here instead of Norwich. Firstly, I've already been to Norwich before. Also, I want to explore one of the smaller sort of villages in Norfolk. I've got a fair amount of time before the Berney train comes through here. So I'm just going to explore the station a bit, explore the village, see what's going on. And yeah, it should be fun. Saturdays. Berney Arms. There's one train a day. Love it. So coming in now we have the 10:22 Greater Anglia service to Lowestoft. Just one train before our train, which will be the 11:50. And of the last 10 minutes I've spent here, Cantley's actually a really nice station. There's no really point in me being here. I just really wanted to see one of the random towns and the smaller stations that not many people visit because there's no interchange. Yeah, 755 417. We'll see it go out in a minute. Okay, so departing now will be the 10:22 Greater Anglia service to Lowestoft. Calling at Haddiscombe, Somerleyton, Alton Broad North and Lowestoft. The engine car is so loud, it's hilarious. Whereas the rest of the train's so quiet. And out it goes. Alright, so now just exploring the small village of Cantley. There is a large British sugar factory over on the other side, but thought I would much rather spend my time going into the more rural areas of it and seeing what there is to find. So here we go. So I have made the decision that I'm going to walk to the next station down the line at Reedham, because there really is not much in Cantley. And hey, rural Norfolk is nice. So yeah, I will update you guys along the way. And let's get the Great Yarmouth train via Berney Arms from Reedham. As you can see, we have a lovely old church there. This Norfolk countryside really is stunning. It's all flat. It's just so idyllic. It's isolated and there's not many better areas in England, to be honest. Highly recommend coming and walk down here if you ever have a chance. But yeah, on the way to Reedham. So, we have made it to Reedham. It took about an hour to walk between Cantley and Reedham, but it was a very nice walk. We went through more countryside, down a couple of rural roads. But yeah, lovely stuff. And Reedham is just such a nice station. We came through it earlier on the train back from Lowestoft. So there's the Wherry lines. There's a map of the local area if you're interested. And here's the station. Oh, it's so quaint, isn't it? It's perfect. Got about half an hour to wait for the train. Over footbridge for trains to Yarmouth and Lowestoft. I love it here. It's incredible. I'll update you in a minute. So here we have like an information board about the history of Reedham Station. Some very interesting stuff about the Wherry lines. It's all beautiful, there's the whole railway. It's funny, I walked an hour and it's 5 minutes between Canley and Reedham on the train. But yeah, there is our train, if you can see on the board. 11:55 to Great Yarmouth. This is Reedham Station. Oh wow. Oh wow. Go inside. Unfortunately it's locked. I love this station so much. This might be up there with some of my favourite stations I've been to. Reedham. Alright, so coming in a couple minutes will be our train, the 11:55 to Great Yarmouth via Berney Arms. Gets one train a day, and we'll be there in about 6 minutes time, it's not that long. And then from Great Yarmouth back to Norwich via Acle. Alright, coming in now is going to be our train, the 11:55 Greater Anglia service from Norwich to Great Yarmouth via Reedham and Berney Arms. We're taking this to Great Yarmouth. This is the one train a day that stops at Berney Arms, so we can tick that off. And it is 7:55-4:01. Lovely. There's a lot of people.
Take care when leaving the train.
So we are now approaching Berney Arms. Another one on the bucket list. See the track here, the line between Reedham and Great Yarmouth, not as well kept, so it is a lot more noisy going down it. Much less maintenance. But here we are at Berney Arms. And here we are at Berney Arms, and there is actually quite a lot of people getting off. Nice to see it well used. It's not accessible by road. Only this station and Carreur in Scotland are not accessible by road, or for quite a long radius. There are a couple other stations that aren't accessible by road, but road is much nearer nearby, substantial miles away.
So we're going to walk over.
What's on the other side?
We've done that, haven't we?
Oh, this is one for the bucket list.
Yeah.
Made it to Berney Arms.
I think that's the one we did.
The iconic sign. Popular.
Welcome to the service for Great Yarmouth. The next stop will be Great Yarmouth.
Cheers, thanks.
Berney Arms. So not only is this service busy, there are a substantial amount of people getting off the train at Berney Arms, which is very good to see. That's going to bring up the passenger numbers a bit for next year. I honestly think there's probably more people got off today than did in like half of 2021. It's actually crazy. But yeah, Berney Arms, a great station to tick off. On to Great Yarmouth. We've got some heritage fleet here. We've got some old Class 90 stock. Some Class 82 there. Eastern Rail Services slam door. Wow. Well, this is unique. This is actually a privilege to see. We had a
We
class.
are now approaching Great Yarmouth, where this train terminates.
We had a Class 321 back there as well.
Please mind the step and the gap between the train and the platform.
And a Class 08. Lovely. Great Yarmouth. So, Great Yarmouth. It's quite comical how long the platforms are, considering they get at most 4-car trains. We'll head straight back out on this one, and when we do, we'll have a better look at some of that heritage stuff. See that Class 321 as well, some old Mark III coaches, and head out via Lingwood and Acle, back to Norwich. Great Yarmouth.
That little one.
Norwich.
So, what are you gonna do? I've got my time.
The next stop will be Bramble Gardens.
That's where you come.
Mind your step when getting on or off the raised seated.
Alright, so we have made it back to Norwich, and that is going to wind up our day around the Wherry Lines and Norfolk. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I will see you all in the next video. Please subscribe, it's taking so long to make. I really appreciate all the support, and I'll see you in the next video. Have a good day.